For a long time, my belly felt like my biggest enemy. I was working out, eating kind of healthy, and still that stubborn fat wouldn't go away. The most frustrating part? Seeing results in other areas, but not where I actually wanted them. Sound familiar? That's when I realized the problem wasn't just what I was eating, it was what I thought was healthy. Tiny daily choices like that natural juice from the store were quietly sabotaging everything. And once I fixed those, the results started showing up, fast. Today, I want to share what truly worked. These are simple actions that require more awareness than sacrifice. Things hardly anyone talks about, but they make a huge difference for those who want to lose belly fat without crash diets or gimmicks. Oh, and we've also developed an exclusive guide just for you, if you want to start on the right foot. But here's the thing, it's only available for a limited time. Now let's dive into the 14 tips that changed the way I saw my body, and can change yours too. So first things first, why does our body love to store fat around our abdomen? From an evolutionary standpoint, it's a prime location. It's centrally located, providing a readily accessible energy reserve for our vital organs when food was scarce. Think of it as a biological fanny pack, perfectly positioned for quick energy access. This visceral fat is metabolically active, meaning it can be mobilized quickly. However, in our modern world of abundant food, this feature has become a serious bug. This fat doesn't just sit there, it actively releases inflammatory substances and hormones that can wreak havoc on your system. The cruel irony is that this evolutionarily preferred fat storage site is also the last place our body wants to let go of. When you start losing weight, your body will often pull fat from other areas first. Your face, your arms, your legs. The abdominal area is often the last to slim down because your body is hardwired to preserve this central energy store. This is why you can feel like you're making progress everywhere else, but your belly isn't changing. It's a physiological preservation mechanism that, unfortunately, works against our modern health and aesthetic goals. This stubbornness is compounded by the fact that visceral fat is deeply intertwined with our hormonal balance. It's particularly sensitive to cortisol, our primary stress hormone. High stress levels signal the body to store more fat in this area. It also impacts insulin sensitivity, which can create a vicious cycle of fat storage. So, we're not just fighting against calories, we're fighting against deep-seated biological programming and hormonal responses. Understanding this is the first step to creating an effective strategy. Therefore, targeting belly fat requires a multifaceted approach. It's not just about doing endless crunches. In fact, that's one of the least effective methods. You can't spot reduce fat. Instead, we need to focus on holistic strategies that lower overall body fat, improve our metabolic health, and balance our hormones. The tips we're about to cover are designed to do exactly that, creating an internal environment where your body is finally willing to let go of that stubborn abdominal fat for good. Let's talk about the #1 culprit that contributes directly to belly fat: sugar. And I'm not just talking about the obvious stuff like candy and soda. Added sugar is hiding everywhere, and its impact is far more sinister than just empty calories. When you consume sugary foods and drinks, you get a rapid spike in blood glucose. Your pancreas responds by pumping out insulin, a hormone whose job is to shuttle that glucose into your cells for energy. But when there's too much sugar, your cells can't use it all. The excess gets converted and stored as fat, and the liver's preferred storage depot is, you guessed it, right around your midsection. Over time, a high-sugar diet can lead to a dangerous condition called insulin resistance. Your cells become numb to insulin signals, so your pancreas has to work overtime, producing even more of it to get the job done. High circulating insulin levels are a direct signal to your body to store fat, especially visceral fat, and a signal to stop burning fat. It's a one-way street to a larger waistline and a significantly higher risk for developing prediabetes and type 2 diabetes. This hormonal disruption is a key reason why cutting sugar is so critical for losing belly fat. Another sneaky effect of sugar is its impact on your taste buds and brain. Highly sweet foods essentially hijack your brain's reward system, similar to addictive drugs. This can lead to intense cravings, making you want more and more sugary foods. It also desensitizes your palate. Naturally, sweet foods like fruit start to taste bland, and you need a bigger sugar hit to feel satisfied. This creates a cycle of overconsumption where you're not only taking in excess calories, but also fueling the very cravings that make it so hard to stop. So the first and most impactful change you can make is to become a sugar detective. Start reading labels. You'll be shocked to find added sugars in things like pasta sauce, bread, salad dressings, and so-called healthy yogurts. The goal is to drastically reduce your intake of added sugars. We're not talking about the natural sugars found in whole fruits which come packaged with fiber and nutrients. We're talking about the refined sugars and high fructose corn syrup that offer zero nutritional value and are directly linked to the accumulation of harmful belly fat. Here's a simple rule that can revolutionize your diet. Stick to single-ingredient foods. What does that mean? It means eating foods that are the ingredient list. An apple is just an apple. A chicken breast is just a chicken breast. A potato is just a potato. These are whole, unprocessed foods that come to you in their natural state. When you build your diet around these items, fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, nuts, and seeds, you automatically sidestep the vast majority of unhealthy additives, preservatives, and, most importantly, added sugars and unhealthy fats that are packed into processed foods. One of the biggest advantages of single-ingredient foods is their low-calorie density. A large bowl of spinach has very few calories compared to a small candy bar. You can eat a much larger volume of whole foods, which helps you feel physically full and satisfied without over-consuming calories. This concept, known as volumetric eating, is a powerful tool for weight management. You're filling your stomach with nutrient-dense, fiber-rich foods that keep you satiated for longer, preventing the snacking and overeating that often derail weight loss efforts. Furthermore, your body has to work harder to digest and process whole foods. This is known as the thermic effect of food, or TEF. It takes more energy to break down a piece of grilled chicken and a side of broccoli than it does to digest a highly processed protein bar with a similar calorie count. Protein has the highest thermic effect, followed by complex carbohydrates, and then fats. While the effect isn't massive, over the course of weeks and months, this small metabolic boost from eating whole foods adds up, contributing to your overall calorie deficit and helping to chip away at fat stores. Building your plate this way also ensures you're flooding your body with the vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and fiber it needs to function optimally. These micronutrients are crucial for everything from energy production to hormone regulation and reducing inflammation, all of which are key factors in creating a metabolic environment that favors fat burning over fat storage. So, next time you're at the grocery store, try to spend most of your time in the perimeter aisles where the fresh produce, lean meats, and dairy are located, and less time in the center aisles filled with boxes and packages. So, you're trying to be healthy, you skip the soda and instead grab a bottle of orange juice or maybe a pre-made green smoothie from the store. It says all natural on the label, so it must be good for you, right? Unfortunately, this is one of the biggest traps people fall into when they're trying to lose belly fat. A lot of these seemingly healthy products are actually loaded with added sugars, sometimes as much as a can of soda. When fruit is juiced, all the beneficial fiber is stripped away, leaving you with a concentrated shot of fruit sugar or fructose. Your liver has to process this fructose, and when it gets overloaded, it converts it directly into fat. The same goes for many store-bought smoothies. They might start with a base of fruit, but then they often have added fruit juice concentrates, sweetened yogurts, or even straight-up sugar or honey to improve the taste. You end up with a calorie and sugar bomb that can spike your blood sugar and contribute to fat storage, which completely negates the health benefits of the few whole ingredients they contain. It's a classic case of health washing, where marketing makes a product seem far healthier than it actually is. The solution here is simple, and honestly pretty empowering. Make your own. When you make a smoothie at home, you have complete control over the ingredients. You can use whole fruits like a handful of berries, which keeps all the beneficial fiber intact. This fiber slows down the absorption of sugar, preventing the dramatic blood sugar spike you get from juice. It also helps you feel full and provides food for your healthy gut bacteria, which plays a role in weight management. For your homemade smoothies, try using a base of unsweetened almond milk, water, or plain Greek yogurt for a protein boost. Add a handful of spinach or kale, you won't even taste it, I promise, for extra nutrients. Toss in some chia seeds or flax seeds for healthy fats and more fiber. This way, you're creating a nutritionally balanced, low-sugar meal or snack that will support your fat loss goals instead of sabotaging them. Ditching the store-bought bottles and blending your own is seriously a game changer. This tip is honestly so simple yet so incredibly effective. Make water your primary and ideally your only beverage. We just talked about the hidden sugars and juices in smoothies, But the obvious culprits like sodas, sweetened iced teas, sports drinks, and those fancy coffee creations are just as bad, if not worse. These liquid calories are particularly sneaky because they don't register in your brain in the same way that solid food calories do. You can drink hundreds of calories without feeling any sense of fullness, which can lead to a massive, often unnoticed surplus in your daily intake. Let's be clear about the science here. Does drinking water itself magically melt fat off your body? The direct effect is small, but it is there. Some studies show that drinking cold water can temporarily boost your metabolism slightly, as your body expends energy to warm it up. This is a minor effect, but hey, every little bit helps. More importantly, staying adequately hydrated is essential for your metabolism to function efficiently. All the chemical reactions in your body, including those involved in breaking down fat for energy, require water. Dehydration can slow this process down. The real power of drinking only water lies in what you're not drinking. By replacing a single 20-ounce bottle of soda per day with water, you can cut out nearly 250 calories and over 60 grams of sugar from your diet. Do that every day for a year, and you've saved yourself from consuming over 90,000 calories and 22,000 grams of sugar. That alone can translate to significant weight loss without changing anything else about what you eat. It's honestly the ultimate effortless fat loss strategy. If you find plain water boring, don't give up. There are plenty of ways to make it more exciting without adding calories or sugar. Try infusing your water with slices of lemon, lime, cucumber, or mint. A handful of crushed berries can also add a hint of flavor. Unsweetened herbal teas, both hot and cold, are another excellent option. The key is to break the habit of reaching for a sugary drink and retrain your brain and body to crave simple, clean hydration. This single habit shift is truly one of the most powerful things you can do for your waistline and your overall health. If there's one macronutrient you should focus on increasing when you're trying to lose belly fat, it's protein. Protein is a powerhouse for several reasons. First and foremost, it is the most satiating of the three macronutrients: protein, carbs, and fat. This means it helps you feel fuller for longer. Including a good source of protein in each meal can drastically reduce hunger and cravings, making it so much easier to stick to a calorie deficit without feeling like you're starving. This appetite-suppressing effect is a huge advantage when you're trying to reduce your overall food intake. Secondly, as we touched on earlier, protein has a high thermic effect of food, or TEF. Your body uses a significant amount of energy, about 20 to 30% of the calories from the protein itself, just to digest and metabolize it. This is much higher than carbs, which are about 5 to 10%, and fat, which is only 0 to 3%. So by shifting some of your calories from carbs and fats to protein, you're actually giving your metabolism a small but consistent boost throughout the day. This means you're burning more calories around the clock, even at rest. Third, when you're in a calorie deficit to lose weight, your body doesn't just burn fat, it can also break down muscle tissue for energy. This is something we definitely want to avoid. Muscle is metabolically active tissue, meaning it burns calories. Losing muscle will slow down your metabolism, making it harder to lose weight and easier to regain it later. A high-protein diet helps preserve your lean muscle mass during weight loss, ensuring that the weight you're shedding is primarily coming from your fat stores. So how much protein do you need? A good general guideline for active individuals looking to lose fat is to aim for around 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of your target body weight. So, if your goal is to weigh 150 pounds, you'd aim for 105 to 150 grams of protein per day. Focus on high-quality, lean sources like chicken breast, fish, eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, tofu, lentils, and beans. Spreading your protein intake evenly throughout the day can also help maximize muscle preservation and satiety. Let's bust a major myth right now. Healthy eating does not have to be bland and boring. In fact, if your diet consists of nothing but steamed chicken and plain broccoli, you're honestly just setting yourself up for failure. Why? Because food is not just fuel, it's also a source of pleasure and satisfaction. If your so-called healthy meals leave you feeling deprived and unsatisfied, your willpower will eventually crumble, and you'll be far more likely to binge on those hyper-palatable, unhealthy foods you've been missing. The key to long-term success is to make healthy food taste incredible. One of your best friends in the kitchen should be healthy fats, especially extra virgin olive oil. Seriously, don't be afraid of it. Fat is not the enemy. It's actually a carrier of flavor and helps you absorb fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, and K. Roasting vegetables like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, or asparagus with a drizzle of olive oil, salt, and pepper transforms them from bland to delicious, bringing out their natural sweetness and giving them a way more satisfying texture. Using healthy fats makes your meals more enjoyable and more satiating, which totally helps control your appetite. Next, you need to build a powerful arsenal of herbs and spices. They're honestly a fantastic way to add a huge amount of flavor to your food with virtually 0 calories. Instead of relying on sugary sauces or heavy creams, experiment with garlic powder, onion powder, smoked paprika, cumin, chili powder, oregano, thyme, and rosemary. A simple chicken breast can be transformed into a culinary masterpiece with the right spice blend. Oh, and don't forget the power of acid. A squeeze of fresh lemon or a splash of vinegar can brighten up the flavors of almost any dish, from salads to roasted fish. Finally, think about your cooking methods. Instead of just boiling or steaming everything, try roasting, grilling, or air frying. These methods use dry heat to create caramelization and browning, what's called the Maillard reaction, which develops deep, complex flavors that are way more satisfying. The goal is to create meals that you genuinely look forward to eating. When you love your food, eating healthy no longer feels like a chore or a punishment. It becomes a sustainable and enjoyable lifestyle, which is really the only way to achieve lasting fat loss results.